Bear River baseball team hosted Pineview and won in 2 games in the super regional round of the playoffs. They'll now travel down to BYU to do the bracket play. Watch an interview with Coach Haas and his 4 seniors. We also interviewed softball seniors to see how prepared they are for the state tournament. We'll have all the softball games covered for you May 17th through the 20th, thanks to KSLSports.com. The lacrosse teams are headed into the playoffs as well. We had a chance to talk with Kaj Miller about their big win over Mountain Crest, see what those players had to say on senior night. We have another feature with Dr. Todd Miller discussing his plans for the upcoming year as they look to expand and provide even more resources to the community. Also find out if you were one of the lucky winners of the raffle from their 1-year celebration. That's all coming up next.
Okay, we're getting ready to open all these drawing jars and pick our winners, and Wakely's going to help. So the first one is for a hot stone massage. All right, Wakely, get one out of there. Mix them up good. Mix them up good and pull one off the bottom somewhere. All right, the winner of the hot stone massage is Katie Blomquist. All right, the hormone consult. All right, mix them up and grab a good one. The hormone consult is Gordon Cutler. All right. And then the $100 of office cash to use for anything in the office. Let's see who that is. Amy Orvin. Congratulations, Amy. And then let's see, let's do this one. A weight loss consult. Weight loss consult. Who's that going to be, Wakely? That one is Chuck. And then the IV infusion. All right. Reach in there, see who gets the IV infusion. All right. Marla Goldman gets the IV infusion one. And then this one's stuffed pretty full. This one must be a popular one. This is the 1 year of Botox for free. Mix it up good. This is an important one. All right. Let's see who gets the 1 year of free Botox. Stacy Anderson. Stacy Anderson. And the last one is the trampoline. Let's see who wins the trampoline. Mix them up really good. Okay. There we go. Brittany Riley gets the trampoline. Okay. Thanks everybody for entering our contests. We're ready to announce our coloring contest winners, and we want to thank all the kids that colored pictures for us. That it was a very tough decision. For the 2 to 4 age group, Scout Crawford is our first place winner, and Scout will win this balance bike right here. For our middle age group, the 5 to 8 age group, this one is colored by Lorelei Gilliam. Very good picture there. And she will win this middle-sized bike. And then the winner of this big mountain bike in our 9 to 16 age category is Jada Anderson.
All right, so you guys had a really good win yesterday. A scary win today. Tell me at what point you were worried and at what point you knew you had it.
Any game in the playoffs can be like that. And I give credit to our kids today for just battling, showing some mental toughness and some grit and resilience. It doesn't surprise me. We got 4 senior leaders who do a great job keeping us in the game, just keeping playing and trying to win pitches, and that's what they did today.
And so do you feel a game like this better prepares you for the state tournament? Because you do have some stuff tough games coming your way.
Without question, you want to be in games like this. I think all of our kids just want to. I mean, yeah, you like the big leads and things like that, but at the same time, as a competitor, you want to play in these games because when you get to the state tournament, which get into the round of 8, every game could be like this. Just like last year, it prepares you, gets you ready, gets that excitement flowing, and get a little momentum going in.
So this was kind of a weird season. It had a really slow start, and then all of a sudden everything just went really, really fast. Give us kind of a quick recap of how your season went.
We're a young baseball team. At this point of the year, we're not young. I mean, everybody's basically kind of think of if you're a junior, you're really a senior now at this point. And that you could see that early on in the year. You could see our youth. You could see a lot of the mistakes we were making. We're young. And then with the weather and things like that, just not getting in rhythm of playing baseball. And as the season's got on, you can see our guys finding their rhythm, finding a closeness together and keep battling, and that's kind of where we're at right now. I don't think we could get any. I mean, I would love to get closer as a team like always, but I think right now we're believing a lot in each other. Anybody can step in at any time and do what guys did tonight.
So you guys go to state play on Monday. Yep. Tell me what we can expect from you guys there.
I think we can make a run. I think we still haven't seen the best version of this year's group still. We're still battling, we're still learning, we're still playing, and we're just going to go play each game one pitch at a time and one out at a time, and we're going to go play some baseball and have some fun down there at Miller Ballpark.
Okay, and tell me about your 4 seniors and just what it's going to be like to lose them.
It's going to be tough. Like, these 4 guys have been through a lot. On senior night, we talked about the COVID year where they got it taken away their freshman year. That was hard. We come back that next year with COVID restrictions. Are we going to play? We got to wear masks, all that fun stuff in the dugout. And then, we had a normal year last year. They got to grow. A couple of them get some innings here and there. The biggest thing right now is they lead. They've done a great job all year. When things haven't gone, our way, they just keep showing up. We talk about doing the next right thing each and every day, and these guys are continually trying to do that and lead our young guys. It's going to be hard to lose them, but we're not going to lose them just yet. We got them for a little bit longer.
All right, so you guys were freshmen when COVID happened and your season was stripped away from you. This year we have a really wild, crazy spring. Did you ever worry at any point that it was not going to happen either?
No, we always thought we were going to play because we know for a fact we're always going to be working the field and making the best we can to play the game that we all love. So, yeah.
Okay, and then with this season being different, what were the good and bad of that?
I feel like we came out first of the year really hot against Box Elder. We had a couple ups and downs, but we turned it around at the end. So.
And then you guys get the win in 2 games to stamp your ticket. The first game was an 8-0 win. Today you guys made it a little more scary. Yeah. How well do you think you guys are going to do in the state tournament, and what can we expect from Bear River?
It made us a little nervous when they got those 2 runs, but we had enough confidence in each other. We get 3 more runs. He had a clutch hit. We looked good. But I think we'll do great in the tournament. We always show out. We show out, play hard. We'll go far, I think.
And what is your guys' advice for your underclassmen?
I would say work hard, someone's always watching, and then hit the weight room, and yeah, that's about it.
Okay, so back to that really nice hit. Like we mentioned, this game was kind of scary. You guys are down by 2, and then you get that 3 RBI triple. Just tell me the thoughts before you hit. We're up to the plate, and as soon as you hit that.
I know that I got to put a ball in play somewhere to give us a chance. So I was hunting fastball, and I saw an immaculate pitch, and I just hit it right side and got a triple. So.
And what was some of the emotions going through your head?
Oh, I was excited, really excited. Yeah.
And I was going to ask all you guys what your favorite memory or moment was of the season. Is that it, or is there something else?
I think winning our last home game here was probably be one of my favorite.
Okay, and what about for you?
Probably the same thing, just came out and did our thing tonight.
I really like when we kick Box Elder's butt to open up the season, 17-2.
Yeah, I would say Box Elder start the season, and then last game on Bearfield, go out with a win. Good way to start and end here. So.
Okay, and so this will wrap up our coverage with our seniors. We wish them luck as they head over to state on Monday. You guys just finish off by telling me what's next for you after graduation.
Okay, I think I'm going to go to a trade school and start working.
I'm going to go on an LDS mission, and then I'm going to go down to Utah Tech.
Do you know where you're going on your mission yet?
Nope.
Spend the last 3 months of summer with my friends, and I'm going to go on a mission.
Do you know where you're headed? Not yet.
I'll go work a little bit and then go play college football.
So I'm here with our softball seniors, Bailey Sorensen and Kate Dowley. We're just going to talk to them a little bit about their careers and this season so far. Let's just kind of start off, have you guys give me a little history into how you got started with softball and what you've done.
Okay, so I'm Kate. I've been playing softball since I was really little. Why I've been playing is basically because my family. We're really big into baseball and softball. I have two other older brothers that played college, and one's actually a professional now. They like led me right into softball, and I've been playing since I was like 8. So
I'm Bailey, and I've just grew up at like ball field with my brother. Our brothers played together, so like I was there, most likely not paying attention, but like I just kind of led into it. So I've been playing since I was 8, 7. So yeah.
Okay. And so when you guys were freshmen, that was the crazy COVID year where your season just basically gets ripped away from you. Then as seniors, you have the wildest spring we've ever had, where
Yeah.
games are getting delayed, they're getting canceled. Tell me a little bit what your guys' emotions were as that you unraveled.
I was scared that we weren't gonna have a season, honestly. Well, not that we weren't gonna have a season, but I was scared that we were gonna have to play like we did,
Yeah.
like 9 games in a week, and then follow it with 5 games in a week, and just like back to back to back. And I mean that's what happened. And usually like our season is always really loaded, and we always have like 1 week that's loaded full of games. But you know, we didn't play some of the teams that could have helped our RPI. I was scared that we weren't gonna get as many games in as we actually did, but I'm just glad we got to play, and we got to play our senior year.
Yeah, I was feeling the same way. Like, I was worried more for, like, the girls' sake. Like, what if they get burned out by playing all the time, like, every day? Which, I mean, some have, but, like, I think it's also made us closer, like, being together 24/7, too. So, yeah. But
And I like that positive of it's brought you closer, but do you guys feel it's had any other kind of effects on your season or your overall record?
I think at the start of the season, like after, like we came back and we straight up played Ridgeline, and you know Ridgeline's one of our biggest rivals, and I could feel the nerves coming in because you know we always have, I don't want to say beef, but we always want to compete and win against Ridgeline, and just headed into Ridgeline straight off, like off of 2 weeks break. It's just hard mentally and physically, and everyone's just nervous. So.
yeah, we were definitely nervous. And, like, the errors we were making in that game, you could tell, like, we were just a little rusty, which didn't help. But it also made us kind of like, okay, we got to step it up. Like, we got to do this now. And, like, which helped us for, like, our games after Ridgeline. But that was a hard game coming back from not playing.
Yes.
But
Yeah, and so there are, like you guys mentioned, there was weeks you were playing 9 games in that week. You were able to get in a lot of games. A few did get canceled. Mm-hmm. And you had some good wins, you had some close calls, but there's a few games I would like to discuss, and first being that really big win against Spanish Fork. They're a really good team, and you guys had that close win. Tell me a little bit about that.
You know, when we went to Spanish Fork, we came out strong. We had a big first inning. I think we scored 5 runs in the first inning. So I think that really helped, and we went into that game like, oh, it's just Spanish Fork. Like, usually when we know a team's good, we like kind of hide, or I don't know how to say that, but we really came in and we're like, you know what, we're gonna do it, and we did it.
Yeah.
So
I know a lot of girls' like mentality was like, whatever happens, like this is just a game, like who cares? Like it's nothing like what we feel like when we go into Ridgeline, because like that's where our nerves come in. But I feel like everyone was pretty calm, like getting off the bus, being like, okay, like it's just Spanish Fork, we're fine.
Yes.
But yeah, it was pretty good.
Okay, and so along those lines of the Ridgeline Riverhawks, they are this big rivalry for Bear River, especially when it comes to softball. It seems like you guys are always duking it out to see who can get region, who can win state. This year they came out on top in both region games, a 10-9 game and a 5-2 game. Tell me those emotions after both those games.
After our second one, we all were a little pissed. Yeah, there's a lot of emotion going into that one. But the first one, it was just we knew we had to work harder for that second game. And so, like, our emotions weren't as high, but losing a second time, I think we all were just like, crap, like, now we really got to step it up. We got to get ready for state.
I think the emotions after the first game were more like sad and like almost defeated as a team almost, because it's like, oh, we just lost. And I mean, it wasn't the best game we've played. And I think we all realized that, where it was kind of like, okay, we did bad, but we can fix it. And then the second game, I think it lit a fire under us because it's like, okay, they won region, now let's go get the state championship. Like there's no, like we can do it basically. There's no way no one's gonna stop us.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, and so along those lines, with the lighting the fire under you, last year, for anybody who doesn't remember, it was you guys who defeated Ridgeline in the 2 region games, and then they came out real dominant in the state tournament. They ended up taking the whole thing. How do you feel, could that be a similar role for you guys, that you had these losses and you're just going to come out, or what's your guys' mentality headed into that state tournament?
Like last year, I feel like after we beat them, we were like, oh, that was easy. Like, we got them. Like, we don't have to worry about it. So we kind of, like, underestimated them. But this year, like, we know what to expect. Like, if we don't give our, like, best game, then, like, they'll obviously win. So I think that's kind of, like, our mentality. We got to be our best. We got to show up. We got to, like, play our game instead of let them get in our heads. Like, we just can't let it be a mental game. We just got to show it, like, we got to play our game. So.
It always is a mental game when we play Ridgeline. It always is. I think now we know, like, the first time they really bunted against us. The second time they didn't have runners on to bunt against us. So I think we're picking up what they do, and we are starting to know them better. So I think we'll come out stronger. And, I mean, I know the girls want it. We want it.
Yeah.
I think the mentality will be like, let's go. Let's get it done. So
For sure.
business trip.
And then just to remind everyone, yes, you guys had these crazy freshman senior year, but as sophomores, you won the state title.
Mm-hmm.
As juniors, you were there, you got second place. So you guys have played at that level. You know what it takes. You know what kind of game you got to play. So just tell me, how prepared do you feel as a team, and do you feel your chemistry is going to help with that?
I feel like this year the girls really, like, want what's best for each other, especially, like, if you're on the bench or playing, like, varsity. Like, everyone really wants you to do, like, the best you can do. And they really cheer you on. And so, like, that chemistry is really good.
I think that there's going to be some things that we really need to focus on during practice, but I think we really have come together as a team this year. And I think that will be one of our strongest suits, is that we are one and we do want what's best for each other. And I don't know, I think that's what will really help us at the state tournament.
And that's what we'll fall back on. Like, if someone's in, like, everyone's going to get into, like, a little slump or something, and, like, it's going to make, the team's going to have to bring them out of that so we can keep going. Mm-hmm. And I think we have the team to do that.
And we have the heart this year.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, and I know it's still early, but have you guys talked about what your focus is going to be as you head into that state tournament?
Mine's just be positive. Like you just can't really think too much about it, because then you start getting in your head. So I just try to keep positive, like, do the best I can do, and hope that's enough. So
the state tournament does put a lot of pressure on people, and I think we're going to really focus on, because, like, last year, it really took a toll on each other, and, like, we're blaming each other. And I think this year we're really going to focus on, like, staying together and, like, almost like, so what? Like, what's the next thing that's going to happen? Like, if we ground out or strike out or whatever, it's not what I did, it's what I'm going to do for my team next. How am I going to pick them up and stuff like that.
Nice. Okay, and we're excited because we actually get to be there. We'll have the full coverage for KSL Sports, and honestly, we want you guys to make us proud and be the ones in the end that we get to interview. So
us too.
Bring home that trophy for us, all right?
Yes.
And then just to finish things off, after you guys add another state title to your list, you graduate, what's next for you guys?
I'm headed to California to play softball this summer, and then after that, I will be headed to BYU to play softball. So,
this year, like, this summer, I'm just gonna stay home, like, work, and then this fall I'm headed to nursing school down in Draper. So.
Nice.
Yes.
Well, good luck, and we appreciate you guys.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You guys had a really strong start, a little bit of a slump in the third, but then your boys just dominated the fourth. Tell me how happy you are with their performance tonight.
So proud of them. All season long, they've been overcoming adversity, whether it be at practice, through injuries, different games, and everything played out that same way in this one game. We challenged the offense at halftime that they needed to start performing, and then again at the start of the fourth quarter, and they responded, and they just closed the game out really well.
So how tough is it to see a season come to end with these seniors, especially when one of them is your boy?
It's hard because you watch these kids grow up, right? And yeah, one of them is my own, but I claim them all, and it's been so fun to watch them. You know, most of them were 7th graders when they picked up a stick for the first time, and they've just kept playing together all these years. And to see them develop the way they have, both as players and as young men, just makes me excited for their future and makes me proud that I could be a part of the whole thing.
And what do you feel we can expect headed into playoff time?
So a win would really help our RPI. Right now we're sitting at 5th. With this win tonight, we'll probably move up to 4th. But a win against Skyview, we could bump all the way up into 2nd, 3rd for sure, and that would just help us get a home game for that opening playoff round. And I just think that it would create a lot of momentum going into the playoffs for the next round.
So Max, tonight's game had a much bigger purpose than just any regular game. You guys were fighting for the win to honor Griffin White, who's battling cancer. Just tell me a little bit about why that was important to you guys.
I think it's important to represent something bigger than ourselves and bigger than the team. So I thought it was great to have Griffin as someone to fight for during the game. Yeah.
And obviously lacrosse is a very physical sport. You know that. You've been suffering from a concussion, had to have some time on the bench. How hard is that for you to support your team from the bench, and how eager are you to get back on the field?
Oh, I'm ready. I've been ready. It's hard watching, but I don't know. It's good to see it from a different perspective and to see everyone play, not just from me being in the field, but seeing it outside and give them advice there. Come back as soon as I can.
And what's next for you after school?
I'm going to Utah Tech. I'm going to pursue something in the medical field. I'm thinking ophthalmology right now. So yeah, see where that takes me.
Okay, and then Ryan, you had some really good defensive stops tonight. How does that feel to make some of that stuff happen on senior night?
It made my day. Like it was good to play for Griff, and I enjoyed playing tonight.
Okay, and tonight was a good game. That what do you feel it took to get the win, and is it a little sweeter on senior night?
I feel like it took a little bit of everything: teamwork, fighting for Griff, and it just felt amazing to win for Griff and on our senior night.
Okay, and what's next for you after school?
I'm going to Utah State and pursuing metallurgical engineering.
Okay, Miles, 7 goals tonight. Not uncommon for you to get a whole bunch. Do you know how many you have this season and on your career?
Well, 7, probably like 56 this season. Yeah. And on the career, I have no idea.
So, how does it feel to be able to lead your team in that way, to be the leading scorer, to be the one that they know that they can depend on for that?
It's cool that they can trust me and trust to throw those passes, and they're always looking for me, and it's awesome. So.
And how many goals do you think you're planning on for the postseason?
Just as many as possible. Just probably 16 or 17 against whoever we play. So.
And then you're signed to play at SVU, and you're going to serve a mission first. Tell us a little bit about both of those.
Yeah, going to serve a mission in Syracuse, New York, so that'll be cool. Serve there for 2 years, come back and play college in Virginia. So, yeah. Thank you.
Okay, Case, I'm sure it's been a fun experience for you to play lacrosse with your brother, Cash. What's your thoughts of knowing that your time with high school ball with him is about over?
It's a little upsetting, especially because when I'm on my mission, I won't get to be here to watch him. But I've really enjoyed it. I'm glad that he played with me both years. And, yeah, it was just a lot of fun. So I'm a little upset, but I'm glad for the time I got. So.
And it seems like you guys are a pretty good duo on assisting each other and helping each other get goals. Is that like a brother telepath kind of thing, or is it just a lot of practice?
Yeah, I'd like to think so. I like to think I'm inside him, he's inside me, and we just kind of like mesh, but you know, a little bit.
I gotta ask, do you love your brother or the sign more?
Well, this got me $100, so yeah, the sign.
And what's next for you?
I'm gonna serve a mission, and then in Santa Cruz, Bolivia, and then I'm gonna come back, go to college, and see where life takes me from there, I guess. But yeah.
Okay, and Fierce, let's see. You've been a leader on the team in many ways, but especially on the defense. Just tell me how you guys plan to continue that tough momentum headed into the playoffs.
Just keeping up communication and being tough like we are.
And then your dad obviously is Coach Miller. He's been coaching you for a lot of years, and he's done a lot of good for this team, this program. Let's give him a little shout out.
Oh, love the guy. I live with him. He's yeah. He's honestly he is the best man I know, and that's all I gotta say about him.
And what's next for you?
This summer, playing some men's league lacrosse, and then up and out on my mission.
Where are you headed?
Not sure yet. Gonna get those papers turned in.
Okay, Windsor, you've been a top defender as well all season. I know we've talked about the chemistry of your defenders, but tell me about the chemistry as a team as a whole and how you feel that has contributed to your success.
I mean, yeah, we got a good group of guys. We've been working together since probably, December, you guys? So we did a hard bear week in the beginning of March, which really brought us all together. We did a pool session, and yeah.
And what's next for you?
I don't know what I'm going to do in the summer. Probably just mow some yards. So if you need your yard mowed, London's Lawn Care, everybody. $10 more, I do it with my shirt off. And then in the fall, I'm going to go to Weber State University.
Sounds like we need an ad made for you to put in Bear Ever Live, right?
Yep, I can. I'll tell you that.
Okay, and then Cash, you started off as the face-off guy. You got some of that today. Really, you've just gone anywhere and everywhere the coaches have told you to go, and you've got some. Tell me about the culture you guys have established with this unselfish play.
We're just a big team. We're all got a winning momentum. We'll just do whatever we can to win. Whether it's sitting on the sideline helping out one of our brothers, we do whatever we can to win.
And you guys had a bit of a slump in the third quarter. Were you ever worried?
Honestly, no. We come together as a brotherhood. We get down. We come pick everyone up. So we're a really good team when we come together, so we're all good.
And when did you feel you guys knew you had it won tonight?
I feel like we knew going into the fourth quarter, we were up. We came in really strong together going into the third quarter. And it was more, we're playing for Griffin, so it was a bigger game than for us. So going into the fourth quarter, that's when we knew.
And what's next for you?
This summer, we get my private pilot's license and then go on my mission. And then after 2 years, come back and go to UVU for their pilot program.
I thought I heard during senior night it was Case who was the pilot. Were they wrong? It's you?
Yeah, I'm the pilot.
And then Gavin, last time we discussed you're heading to Brazil on your LDS mission. Just tell me what it feels like as we're wrapping everything up. You guys have been in this program from the beginning. How does it feel to end your career with these guys and finish the play that you did?
Honestly, it's pretty special. I feel like these guys are like my built-in friends, and I know that no matter like what happens, we'll be able to keep in touch. I 100% think that we will stay bonded and stay together. So it's been pretty awesome.
And what can we expect in the postseason play from you guys?
You're gonna see a fight no matter what. So it's gonna be tough, and we're gonna try to make it to state. So.
Okay, and then the last time we did an interview, we had people in the back doing some dance moves. We want to see those epic dance moves, so go ahead and take it away, boys.
All right, well, there you have it, putting an end here on senior night.
I'm here with Dr. Todd Miller, who's celebrating his 1-year anniversary with Miller Medical. And so just tell me what it feels like to have a year under your belt already.
Well, it feels great. It's really surprising that time's gone by that fast, but we've been having a great time, and really time's going by really quickly nowadays. We had a lot of contests, we had a lot of giveaways, we had just a lot of promotional things. We've had a lot of new patients, the people we've never met before, come in to register for things and to say, oh, by the way, we want a new family doctor, or we've moved to the area or whatever. So we've had a lot of success with that. Just also we've had a lot of people come in and just enter for those or come to see the food trucks or whatever. So it's been really, really nice. It's been a really busy, hectic week and really, really enjoyable.
What is next for Miller Medical?
Well, we're continuing to grow. We just announced last week that we bought the entire building, and our plans are to expand into the vacant unit that's right next to us. So we're going to have 5 more exam rooms, and we're going to dedicate those to a couple of different things. We're going to have a room that we're going to do our IV infusions in exclusively, so kind of a calm, dim room where you can relax and get an IV infusion for the the energy boost or migraine headaches or the immune therapy or whatever. We have about 5 different IV therapies that we do, and so that's gonna be nice to have that. And we've got nice massage recliner that you can sit in and get that done. So that's kind of cool. And then we've also got a couple of visiting specialists that are going to be coming over. I can't announce who those are yet, but that's something to watch for soon. We're going to have several different visiting specialists come over a couple of days a month and use our rooms, and so that's going to be really cool. And then we're going to continue to grow with our aesthetic work as well. So the facials and the chemical pills and the Botox and the fillers, all those kind of things are going to grow as well. And so we're having rooms dedicated to that as well.
And just tell me how some of these opportunities and partnerships have come to life.
Well, we definitely want to grow and fill the needs of all of our patients, but some of these things have just happened kind of spontaneously without really recruiting or pushing hard. For example, with Marcy Hidalgo, she's a nurse practitioner that's from the area. She was driving to work in Brigham every day, and we worked together at the hospital. She was an RN over there before she went back to school and finished her NP training. And so we just kept running into each other and kind of joking that we should, figure out a way to get her over here. And then after she had her baby and went through maternity leave, she and I were just talking and decided this would be perfect. We felt like we had enough patients and that she would bring some patients with her, and it's just been amazing. And she does all the Botox and the filler treatments that we do as well. And it surprises me, her rep from the Botox company came in the other day and talked about a whole bunch of promotions that she wants to have Marcy push and give away free Botox and free fillers and do things to promote her business. And I was really shocked because it's not something we typically see from the medical side of things, but with aesthetics, they really want to help promote that, and they give away a lot of cool things. With our drawing, they give away a whole year of Botox for one person for a year, which is a really big, expensive prize. And those kind of things are really cool. So she also does those, plus general family medicine, and she's one of the 2 that have experience with doing the IV stuff. And so that's really, really helpful to have her doing that. And then our other nurse practitioner is Jessica McCulloch, and same sort of situation, just kind of spontaneously we found out she'd graduated from NP school and was in the area again, was sort of looking for work, just had a baby as well on maternity leave, and Marcy had known her from before as well, and so we just talked and kind of got the conversation started, and she was super excited. She wanted to work a couple of days a week, and it would just worked out with our schedule really well. With the rooms that we already have and everything, it just worked with timing and everything. So we were able to pair up and bring her in as well. And she does a lot of mental health visits, a lot of well child checks, a lot of variety. Plus she does the IV infusions for us as well. So it's been a really, really good addition to have both of them here. And I'm super, impressed and humbled that they want to come here, that they would come and join a new practice and want to take the risk with us,
What are you and your team hoping to do to better serve people in the next year?
Well, one of the main things we want to do is just to find out what people want and need, and then be available for those kind of things. Some of the new things that people have really been asking for and wanting are those aesthetic services, like I mentioned, and then also medical weight loss. And there's a huge segment of the market that wants help with that now. And there's nothing that's super magic, but there's new shots that are available, and that combined with lifestyle modifications and medical advice and follow up, those kind of things can really bring way more weight loss than we've ever seen before. So we're happy to provide those weight loss services. And the other one that we've been doing a lot of lately is hormone therapy for both men and women. And we're finding more and more that the endocrine system and individuals' hormones have so much to do with anxiety and depression, with the ability to lose weight, or a lot of things, even sleep right, to feel good. All those kind of things are regulated by hormones, if those are out of balance, then it's really difficult to feel well, to lose weight, to have energy to be active, all those kind of things. And so those are just two examples over the last year that we've really grown in working with, and we just want to be ready for whatever other things or new innovations that are coming out that we can help with. And there's probably going to be things that we don't even know about right now that are going to be new and cutting edge, and we want to be ready to help with that sort of stuff as it comes along.
And what else do you want people to know about Miller Medical?
We want everybody to know that we're taking new patients. We love taking care of families. We are available, and we really love to make sure people know that we always save a couple of appointments every day for same day appointments for people that are sick or just need to be seen that same day for some specific reason. They forgot something, or they're leaving town, or they have a sick kid, and that's really important to us to make sure that everybody that needs to be seen on a given day is seen, and we're happy to take care of everybody.
And I think that is a huge service, because there's been so many times I've called, need to get my kids in, and it's, well, how about tomorrow? How about in 3 days? And you're like, I need now. So that's a huge service for people.
Yeah, and that's tough. There's not enough doctors in town, and that's been an issue, especially lately. But that's always been a priority that I've had, is to try to make sure we get everybody seen that has to be seen that day.
Okay, well, thanks and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
The baseball team is playing Snow Canyon today at BYU. The boys lacrosse team will face Judge for a second time this season on May 20th. The three-time region champion Lady Bears lacrosse team has a bye and will face the winners of the Skyview and Waterford game. Although the softball team was in a bit of a slump earlier this season, they feel like they are in the path of redemption and will face Cedar on Wednesday. Will the Bears face Ridgeline for the third time this season? And will the outcome be a better one? Catch all the action of the 4A State Softball Tournament this week.